Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. This is brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball action as we take a look at the set number 2 highlights. UST played without Maru Banatikla for the entirety of that set, but it was no problem for the Tigresses as they defeated NU 25-21, just like they did in set number 1.
Well, I think one of the things that was really different with how UST played. We saw how the swagger was really there, and you sinasabi natin a lot of taunting at the net, but sometimes it's what you need, Although for NU, we also saw that there were a lot of inconsistencies throughout the second set. We saw how they've committed a lot of errors, and it did not help their cause, especially as UST was really right there, very aggressive.
As we take a look right now at the statistics, once again, the unforced errors really hurting NU's cause. They have 10. They had 10 in the first set, 10 again in the second set.
So no improvement here for NU in terms of minimizing their errors. Now, I guess coming into the third set, we know how crucial this is. The last time these two teams met, it was actually a 4-set match, but the difference is that it was actually NU leading it. Now, NU will find themselves in a different position where it's UST getting that 2-set advantage, and it's NU that will really need to work not just twice as hard, I suppose thrice as hard to get this third set and try and extend this game.
And once again, thank you so much to everybody joining us for this exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage. We are greeting you live from the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. I'm Anton Rojas. Beside me is Andrew Mulia. And working the sidelines at courtside, of course, we have Bea Fabregas and Tina Marsigan reporting for NU and UST respectively. Now, the big question for NU is, where is the firepower? Where is the 54 points, spike points that they tallied in the first round meeting between these two teams? They outgunned UST in that game, but it has been non-existent. They've been shooting blanks here in this second round matchup.
Well, of course, right now what we're expecting is to see more from the key players here of NU. We've seen Nepomuceno, but we want to hear even more from Pablo and Santiago coming into the third set.
Well, hopefully for NU fans, that's a good sign for them. As Pablo, who has been a different player here, a more quiet player the past couple of games for NU, gets a point there. Let's see if that will wake her up. Kaina Nepomuceno has played a good game for NU. One of the lone bright spots for the Lady Bulldogs as Ivy Perez hits that one way long. Now again, that just hurts your momentum. You're up 2-0, trying to create some cushion, and then you shoot yourselves on the foot with an unforced error.
What's even worse is that you are at the service line. You're actually alone. You're in full control. It's not like pinalik sa'yo ng opponent yung bola, no? So it hurts even more, especially if you're the coach.
Myla Pablo getting very active here early on in this third set. Already 2 points for her. Scoring from the weak side, flying in. Tunay. What a setup job to Micah Ortiz. What a good read by Lantim. She saw that there were 2 blockers already na nakaabang at the top of the net. Look what she did.
And look at this. You vary your sets. You have good communication with your attackers. And it ends up with a point.
But even though Kaina Nepomuceno was late, did you see how fast she jumped up right again and moved sideways?
That's how she is used to, blocking at the net. Yung adjustment and quick reading of the setter, it's very important.
Pam Lastimosa has also played a great game so far for UST. Banatikla still has not returned here in the third set. Coach Oji Mamon is liking the demeanor, the attitude, the energy that the Tigresses are showing here on the floor.
And Lastimosa was actually right on cue. We were talking about her,
Yeah.
and she gets that point. And, it's a different vibe that you're getting from UST now. You see them really smiling and enjoying the game, which I think lessens the pressure on their heads.
With Micah Ortiz playing out her final year, Judy Cabalejo also playing out her final year. This is very good experience for the likes of Pam Lastimosa, Mela Tunay, and the rest of the young players of the Tigresses to build for the future. They're playing against a highly talented NU team. Oh, Cabalejo. But Lindy Santiago once again flexing her muscles after that running hit. She does not want to let this one go.
In this game, we have two of the best middle attackers who
Yes.
can really execute the running attack very well.
Now, one thing we would want to see is whether UST has that killer instinct against a strong team like National University. Can they close it out? With this lead, 2-0.
Well, I'm sure UST going into this game, the goal really is to get the game in straight sets. Now, it's just a matter of how NU will really fight back and, extend this match by getting this third set.
Of course, beating NU in straight sets is no easy task. Only two teams have been able to do it. LaSalle in the first round and Ateneo in the second round in what was NU's worst game in season 75. Let's go now to BF Fabregas for this courtside update.
Anton and Ann, according to the coaching staff of the NU Bulldogs, the girls were too tense and they wanted to finish points right away in that last set. Kailangan pa nila isigaw at ilabas lahat ng kaya nila, especially in this third set. According to Coach Francis, hindi nila masisisi si Myla Pablo in that last set dahil lumamig na siya. Ivy Paris was only setting it up for Kaine Pomoceno and Dindin Santiago at wala daw tiwalang kay Pablo. Coach Francis was very upset with that. And now, ending that timeout, the girls were screaming laban and their spirits are not crushed. Once they take the lead, the plan is to sustain it. Anton and Ann?
Thank you, Bea, for that report. That's also one thing that the Lady Bulldogs should try and develop. When they face adversity, they should develop that character to just try and maintain their focus and move forward.
Oh, but good call on that serve by Ortiz. One of the things that Bea pointed out in her report was Coach Francis not liking how the sets were distributed in the front row. And I think, that plays a big factor. Because then if you're very predictable and your opponents know that you will just set up the ball to Santiago, for example, or Nepomuceno, then things just become a lot easier for them in terms of blocking and even defense. So what they need at this point is to add variety and really, try and distribute the balls to the rest of the attackers.
Now, in the first round meeting between these two teams, 4 NU players scored in double digits. And you were talking about distributing the ball to the attackers. That's something NU hasn't been able to do. Linton Santiago, though, getting a quick attack to go. So 8-7, National University fighting to stay alive. Don't go